Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit of Hop Butcher up in this piece in the form of their Lord, what is it, Galactopus. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, par for the course. This is a Mosaic and Galaxy hopped double IPA coming to 8% alcohol by volume. And their tasting notes on the back are juicy berry, lime, or zesty lime, sorry, and ripe pineapple. I know I have not reviewed this before. At the time of filming, this can is about 3 weeks old. It says Intergalactic Tentacles. Kind of sounds like some weird... what do they call that? It's not anime. The pornographic anime. What do they call it? Hentai. Anyway. I should put this in Pornhub. Anyway, yeah. Jetsa stylings. So we are a fan. Let's give this a crack and see where we land. I did not mean to rhyme there. I am a poet and did not know it. It's the second time I said it today. Micah, my son, said a rhyme today, and I kind of tossed that one at him, and he kind of looked at me like, what the hell are you talking about? He's 3.5. He doesn't know. So yeah, we dig on the label design. As far as the beer goes, I mean, you're talking about 8% hazy. That is what you want to see. Just that rich kind of orange core, a little bit of kind of a lighter edge to it, with this index finger of a soapy, bubbly, frothy, if you will, head to it. So it looks a part of something delectable. Give it a whirl. Let's see if we get a nose. Okay. What's going on here? That's cool nose. It's like a pineapple. There's a green grassy thing here, so I'm getting hot and bothered over it. It's a pineapple, unkept long green grassiness that is really just kind of just making my heart aflutter. Wow, and it's like that green. I can't understate it. There's a huge fruit portion to show. Sure, you're getting your citrus, citrus, tropical fruit, all that fun, stone fruit, whatever, fine. But it's the pineapple. There's like this pineapple thing leading the way for me. But it is this kind of green grassiness. It's an unkept lawn, but an unkept lawn, if your green grass accidentally had some weed growing in it, it's kind of like that thing going on. There's almost like a garlicky thing to it too, like a scalliony, oniony, garlicky thing going on. Mosaic and Galaxy hop, man. Mosaic coming back with a little bit of ranky dank. I feel like, I've talked about this ad nauseum in beer reviews, that I feel like, hops have been purposely cultivated to dismiss a lot of these cat pee / ranky dank / oniony vibes. I feel like that's making a comeback, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's climate change, purposeful. I don't know if it's a pandemic thing to where, there was an overabundance of hops. Hops right now are like cheaper than they were pre-pandemic times. That's how kind of oversaturated we have the hop market being. So I don't know if they're like just producing them in a different way to kind of keep up with a supply and demand in a different world. I don't know what the rhyme or reason around it is, but it seems like this mean mugging funkiness is really coming back with hops, and I'm here for it because it's honestly one of my favorite things that just kind of, I thought was going to be the way of the dodo. I thought it was going to go away. But when you have classically new school hopped kind of beers like this with those hops in it, and it's still throwing a little bit of that ranky dank, this dude is very, very, very happy. So we're just going to dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's fucking delicious, man. Man, that is really, really delicious. It is really leaning heavily into that pineapple, so, good on them. Aromatic and tasting notes, definitely on point there. You always get a berry component, too, with Hop Butcher. And they talk about a zesty lime here. Sure, fine. I can definitely still get down with that, but I think the big kind of takeaway here is this omission of this ranky dankness. This I think they're trying to get there a little bit. Maybe that zesty lemon and ripe pineapple, maybe that spiciness of that pineapple comes through, but there is this green grassy, this uncut lawn, this little bit of garlicky scalliony thing. It's not huge in taste compared to the nose, but for this guy, it's 100% there. And it lends itself to being a really, really fun, really well done kind of hazy. Very, very new school, obviously, in the way it looks, the way it drinks, the whole nine, but very kind of like 2016, 17 vibes when a lot of these, again, we're talking about Galaxy and Mosaic here, so it's not like we're talking about New Zealand hops, but it's very much kind of Mutueka, very much these Southern Hemisphere, Australian level kind of New Zealand hops that brought this onioniness, brought this scalioniness to the game, a la kind of like, why am I spacing? Single cut kind of vibes to it. And I dig that. I dig that a lot. So you're getting those juicy portions of the show here with that pineapple leading the way. But it really is that scalliony, garlicky thing, that green grassy, unkept lawniness, somewhere in between those two, because I know those are separate tasting notes and aromatics. It's floating somewhere in between those and adding this really cool kind of juxtaposition to that kind of fruitiness that I just don't get anymore. And it really just makes me really love it. This honestly probably is one of the better Hop Butcher beers I've had as late. And it's probably one of the better double IPAs I've had as late. It's Mount Rushmore status for sure. I'm not even going to kind of keep it out of there outside looking in because of what it shows. It's got a bonkers nice mouthfeel, soft, silky, and smooth without being overly turbid. It's still drinkable. And at the same time, it really is this kind of cool showcase of, okay, sure, you're getting all these kind of threefold, stone fruit, tropical citrus, but it really does shine with that pineapple, and it does shine with that garlicky scalliony / unkept lawniness in a very cool way. You don't see it that much nowadays. So when you get those two things in combination, you deliver it in this kind of package. I'm going to be happy. I am happy. So there you go. I think that's it. I mean, I think I covered everything. Yeah, Mount Rushmore status, yes. Valued availability. We see Hop Butcher in Jersey now. I'm assuming this is going to be a $20 4-pack if it does hit Jersey. Out there, maybe it's more like a 17, 18. We don't know. Maybe somebody can chime in and leave you with it if you like what? Will you like this? If you like that 16, 17 single cut, ranky-danky, scalliony, unkept lawniness, and you like that pineapple in your face, son, you will dig this. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hop Butcher. Have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? All that fun stuff down there. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a delicious beer right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.